Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to Emerge Your 30-Day Yoga Journey, day 29/30. We are on the final day together, and it is such a pleasure to be here with you. If you have done the whole run through, thank you so much for your presence, for showing up for yourself, for participating in this journey. It's a deep honor to me to be your humble guide. And this has been quite an experience to put this all together for you. Also, I just wanted to mention before we get flowing, you're going to start seeing in all of my videos from now on this little altar that I've put together. This is in honor and remembrance and respect for the Indigenous children that are being found across, rediscovered, revealed across Turtle Island on residential school properties. We are over the 7,000 mark in terms of bodies that have been found of these children. And as far as I'm concerned, we need to recognize as residents of this land, as colonizers on this land, that this atrocity has taken place. So every child matters. And if you don't know about this movement, if you're feeling like, what is she talking about? Or you just want to get some more education, there is a lot of information that you can find by Googling. Just Google Every Child Matters. Find out in your community how you can help, how you can be supportive of our First Nations brothers and sisters, and be present in this process of reconciliation and truth, and be a participatory factor in that process actually taking place. So enough of that, but that's why you're going to see that I am sending my love and energy out to those children and in remembrance of them and to their communities. So enough of that. We're going to start down on the ground. So come down to your sits bones. You can certainly get a blanket or a towel or a block to lift the sits bones up. Just find your Sukhasana, find your seat, ground down through the sits bones. You know what to do here. Lengthen up through the spine. Maybe you tuck the chin into the chest just slightly. Then we take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Close your eyes for a moment and begin to listen to the sound of your breath. This is our final day together, our final practice. So really make the most of it. Bring all of your energy here, all of your presence here. You've pressed play on this video, so make use of it and come fully into your body. Feel the sensation from your feet all the way to the tip of your head. What's happening in your heart, what's happening in your muscles, what's happening in your tummy, what's happening in your shoulders. As you're feeling through all of that, let's bring the fingertips to the mat beside you, to the floor beside you. And on an inhale, we're going to reach the fingertips up towards the heavens. Exhale, palms kiss together and come down to the heart. Begin to really match breath movement. Inhale to reach. Exhale, float those fingertips down to the heart. Create sacredness for yourself. Inhale to reach. And exhale, palms together at the heart. Bow chin to chest, mind intelligence to the body intelligence, and perhaps take a moment here to set an intention for yourself. Something that serves you in the present moment, that is all-encompassing in terms of your energy and what you need, your self-care, your challenges, your dreams, your aspirations. One more breath here. Beautiful. Then we will send the left leg out long Keep that right foot in, tucked in towards the groin. If your knee has issues, just give yourself more space. We sit up nice and tall. Inhale in, exhale. We're just bowing forward, leaning over that right shin. Maybe we come to the fingertips. Maybe we come down to the elbows, starting to feel it out here. Get a little bit of a stretch in that left inner thigh. Try to keep both sits bones connecting down towards the earth. It's probably not going to be possible. On your next inhale, we'll rise back up, sitting up nice and tall. Then we'll reach the right fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then see if we can find a side bend, bringing those right fingertips reaching towards the left toes. Keep that right thigh nice and heavy. Try to lift the sternum, look up underneath the right armpit chest. Left arm is on the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, come back to center, reach it up. Exhale, bring the right hand to the mat. Push up off of the sits bones, rising up onto the right knee. Reach the left fingertips out past the crown. Find a full body stretch here. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale in. Exhale. Bring the sits bones back down to the earth, and we switch. Bring the left heel in, send the right leg out long. Once again, if you need to create more space between your groin and your heel, definitely do that. Be where you're at today. Find the position you're facing forward. Inhale in, sit up nice and tall, and on an exhale, you're just bowing forward, leaning over that left shin. Find this position for you. Maybe you're someone who can come all the way down with the forehead to the mat. Maybe you're up on your fingertips. Let's breathe here, feeling through our bodies. Then we'll slowly rise back up, sitting up nice and tall once again. Then we'll reach the left fingertips up towards the heavens. And on an exhale, we're reaching towards those right toes, turning the torso up towards the ceiling. So lifting that sternum, feeling that juicy stretch in the left side body. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we unravel, bringing that left palm back to the mat, plant it nice and firm. Then we rise up onto the left knee, lifting the sits bones up towards the heavens. Reach the right fingertips out past the crown. Reach, reach, reach. We inhale in and exhale, float it down. Bring those sits bones back to the earth. Beautiful. Let's take it forward onto all fours, finding our tabletop position, bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hip points. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. You know what to do here. Dome through the upper back body. Hug the navel to the spine. Then we're going to send the right toes out long, bringing those right toes to the mat. Find your Achilles stretch here, stretching it out through the back of the leg, back of the knee, rocking back and forth. Then when you're ready, we're going to lift that right leg up, lifting from the right inner thigh. You can stay here doing your flow here. This is beautiful, both palms to the mat. Or you can lean into that right hand, reach the left fingertips out past the crown. Find your balancing table, flatten out through the lower back, hug the navel to the spine. We inhale in, exhale, knee to nose, chin to chest, round it through. Inhale to reach, and exhale to round it through. Inhale to reach, and exhale to round it through. Inhale to reach, really reach, reach, reach. Then you have an option to bend the right knee, swim the left fingertips around behind, grab onto that right ankle, push into the left hand, and rise on up into your tiger pose. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll slowly let go of that right foot. Bring the left hand back to the mat. Step the right toes up between the palms, and we find ourselves in a low lunge. Heart shines forward, crown lifts. Stacking front knee over front ankle, hugging everything into the midline. On your next inhale, we'll sweep the fingertips forward, up and back, rising up into our crescent lunge. Maybe you find a bit of a back bend, looking up between the palms. Exhale, relax those shoulders. You got this. On your next inhale, we're going to open it up to the right, sending the right fingertips back, left fingertips forward. We find a revolved crescent lunge, pressing into both feet evenly. You can stay here, or you can bring that right hand down to the left thigh. Reach the left fingertips out past the crown, finding a bit of a back bend, a bit of an arch. Inhale in here, and exhale, come back to the revolved low lunge. Then we'll reach the fingertips back up towards the ceiling, rise on up, and exhale, float the fingertips down. Plant the left palm. Inhale, reach those right fingertips up, pull the navel towards the spine, reach up with that sternum. We inhale in again, and we exhale, float the fingertips down. Push into that right heel, peel back with that right hip crease, right toes, reach up towards the ceiling. We inhale to look forward, flatten out through the lower back, and exhale to bow the forehead towards the knee. Inhale, roll it up, and exhale to bow it down. Roll through that right foot, find your low lunge. Then we'll curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, find some buoyancy in that left knee, and step the left toes up to meet the right, finding ourselves in a forward fold. Take a moment here with this first one, clasping opposite elbows, allowing the neck to become nice and loose. Maybe you bend those knees generously, drape the belly over the thighs. Maybe you walk the fingertips from one side of the mat to the other. Nice full belly breaths. Maybe you're sighing it out. Then we'll release the fingertips to the mat, bend the knees generously, and slowly roll it on up to mountain. Stacking through the staircase of the spine, we rise on up, really planting our feet into the earth, shine the palms forward, roll the shoulders away from the ears, lift from the sternum. See if you can get that center underneath you, plumb line from crown to heels. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, relax those shoulders. Maybe you tick-tock the head side to side. Smile, life is good. Find your soft knees, and we'll inhale to reach. Exhale, palms come together, slice it down the midline, find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Slide those palms to the thighs or to the shins. Hug the elbows into the side body. Lengthen through the neck. Soft bend in the knees. Exhale to bow. Fingertips come to the mat. We step one foot back, then the other. Find ourselves in a plank pose. Lower those hips down so that there's a nice long line from crown to tail. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Inhale in here. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift the head, the neck, the shoulders. Heart shines forward. We find ourselves in a cobra. Exhale, bow it down. Curl the toes under. Push up to all fours or to a plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you arrive here, this is our first downward dog. Take advantage of it. Bend through those knees. Stretch through the side body. Press into the knuckles and the fingertips. Really lift those sits bones up towards the heavens. Maybe you tick-tock the hips side to side. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, maybe you sigh it out. Let something go. One more breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to lower those knees down to the mat, nice and gentle. And once again, set ourselves up for our tabletop position. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hip points. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Hug the navel to the spine, dome through the upper back body. Then when you're ready, we'll send the left toes out back. Find our sawing motion, stretch through the Achilles, stretch through the back of the knee. Crown reaches forward, tailbone reaches back. Then when you're ready, we'll lift that left leg up, push up out of the earth, really ground down through the top of that right foot. Now you can stay here, or you can lean into the left hand, reach the right fingertips past the crown. Find your balancing table. We inhale in here, exhale, knee to nose, chin to chest. Inhale to reach. Exhale, reel it in. Inhale to reach. Exhale, reel it in. Inhale to reach. Really reach, reach, reach. You can stay here. You can bend through that left knee. Swim the right fingertips around and grab onto that left ankle. Push the left foot into the right hand. Lift the foot up towards the ceiling. Find yourself in a tiger pose. Inhale in here and exhale. Bring the knee down. Set the right palm to the mat. Step the left toes up towards the top of the mat. Low lunge on this side. Take a couple deep breaths. Shine the heart forward. Lift through the crown. Stack front knee over front ankle. On your next inhale, we'll reach the fingertips forward, up and back, rising up into our crescent lunge. Exhale, relax those shoulders. Reach through the crown. Maybe you find a bit of a back bend. Inhale to reach. Exhale, left fingertips go back. Right fingertips go forward. We find ourselves in a revolved crescent lunge on this side. Relax those shoulders. You can stay here, or you can reach the left fingertips down to the right thigh. Reach the right fingertips out past the crown. Really lifting, lifting, lifting. Reach up with that sternum. We take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we come back to the revolved low lunge. Then we reach the left fingertips up towards the heavens. We find ourselves in our crescent lunge. And we exhale to bow it down. Fingertips come to the mat. We plant the right palm. Inhale, left hand goes up. Pull back with that left shoulder. Exhale, float it down. Push into that left heel. Peel back with the left hip crease. Left toes shine up towards the heavens. We inhale to look towards the top of our mat. Flatten out through the lower back. And exhale to bow the forehead towards the knee. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to bow it down. Roll through that front foot. Find your low lunge once again. Heart reaches, crown lifts. Then we'll curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, and we'll step the right toes up to meet the left. Once again, finding ourselves in a forward fold. Feet are flush together or hip-width distance apart, yogi's choice. On your next inhale, halfway lift, slide those palms to the shins or to the thighs. Reach through the crown. Exhale to bow it down. Root to rise this time. Push up out of the earth with your feet. Rise all the way up towards the ceiling. Fingertips lift, lift, lift. Maybe you find a bit of a back bend. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment here to relax those shoulders, to get your center underneath you. Breathe nice and deep. Now with palms together at the heart, we're going to transfer our weight to our right foot and reach the left knee up towards the chest. So you're hugging in with the core, with your core muscles, with your tummy, and you're pulling that knee towards the chest. Really lift, lift, lift. Inhale in. Exhale, we're going to send those toes back. Maybe you need to bring them to the ground so that they slide back. Maybe you shoot them back. We come forward into a warrior three. If you need to, you can bring the fingertips to the mat. Be where you're at today. Lift from that left inner thigh. We inhale in. Exhale, bring the left foot to the mat, pivoting on that left foot so it comes to a 45-degree angle. We inhale to reach the fingertips up towards the heavens. Front knee is bent, finding ourselves in a warrior one. Inhale in here. Exhale, relax those shoulders. Then pivot on those back toes, lifting the back heel, rising up so that you find yourself in a high lunge. Inhale in here. Exhale, we're reaching back with the right fingertips. Left fingertips go forward. We're peeling back with that right hip crease. Revolved high lunge. You can stay here, or you can reach those right fingertips down towards the left thigh. Once again, reaching the left fingertips out past the crown, Left, right, left, right. Lift that sternum. Lift through the crown. We inhale in. Exhale, come back to the revolved high lunge. Meet our friends here. Then on the next inhale, we'll reach those fingertips back up towards the heavens, face the front edge of our mat, find ourselves once again in our high lunge. Exhale, palms come together at the heart. Find some buoyancy in that back knee. And on your next inhale, we're going to step that left foot up to meet the right, finding ourselves into Tadasana once again. Keep the weight transferred to the right foot. We're going to lift that left knee back up towards the chest. Really lift, lift, lift. You can stay here. Maybe you're here. We're transitioning into our tree pose again. So really feel where your body is going today. Are you bringing the left foot to the right calf? Are you keeping the toes on the ground? Just opening through this left hip? Or are you grabbing onto that left ankle and bringing the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh? Also depends on your yoga pants, whether or not your foot will stay where it's supposed to. If you bring that left foot to the inner right thigh, really press the thigh into the foot and the foot into the thigh. You can keep your palms together at your heart, or you can begin to grow your tree, reaching those branches up towards the heavens, maybe finding a mudra. Get your center underneath you, lift through the crown, lift through that right hip crease. We inhale in and exhale, release. Bring the left foot back to the mat, palms come together at the heart. We find ourselves in Tadasana. Nice. Find your soft knees. Inhale to reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline. Find a forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Find some length in the spine. Exhale to bow. Root to rise. Send those fingertips wide to come up. We really reach, reach, reach. And exhale, hands to heart. Relax those shoulders. Lengthen up through the back of the neck. Get your feet underneath you. Get your center underneath you. Make any adjustments that you may need to. Maybe pulling up your pantaloons. Maybe taking a sip of water. Get that center underneath you. Then when you're ready, we'll do the same ditty on the other side. So we're leaning into the left knee, or left foot rather. And then we're peeling up with the right heel, lifting that right knee towards the chest, engaging the core. We inhale in here. And on an exhale, we're seeing what we can do to send those right toes towards the back edge of the mat. Maybe we have to keep the toes on the earth. Maybe you're doing like a half warrior here. Leaning the torso forward. Maybe you bring the fingertips to the mat. Maybe you're able to stay up, reaching through the crown, reaching through the heel. One more breath here. Exhale, right foot comes to the mat. We pivot so that it comes to a 45-degree angle. We bend through the left knee. We inhale and reach the fingertips up towards the heavens. Exhale, relax those shoulders. Find your warrior one. Then pivot on that back foot, coming up onto the right toes and finding ourselves in a high lunge. Maybe you have to adjust your feet a little bit. When we inhale, maybe we look up. Exhale, left fingertips go back, right fingertips go forward. We find ourselves in a revolved high lunge. You can stay here, or you can reach those left fingertips down to the back of the right thigh. Reach the right fingertips up and back, finding a little bit of a back bend. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale in. Exhale. Float those fingertips down. We're coming back to our revolved high lunge. Then we'll sweep the left fingertips down to go up, rising up, reaching. Maybe we find our back bend once again. And exhale, palms come together at the heart. Nicely done. Find some buoyancy in that right knee. Then we'll step the right foot up to meet the left. Once again, arriving in our Tadasana. So we're going to keep our center of gravity in our left foot. And we're once again going to peel up with this right knee. So you know where we're going now. We're coming into our tree. So decide where that foot is going. Is it coming to the left calf? Are we keeping the toes on the mat? Are we bringing that right foot to the inner left thigh? These leggings won't work for me for it. Tuck that pelvis. Lift up out of the left hip crease. Maybe we begin to grow our branches. Find your tree. Maybe you find a mudra. Continue to breathe nice and deep. One more breath here. And on the exhale, we'll release the right foot back to the mat. Bring the palms together at the heart. Find our Tadasana. Take a moment here to get your center underneath you. Relax those shoulders, lift through the crown. Then when you're ready, we'll find our soft knees and we'll inhale to reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline, find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Find something new, reach through the crown. Exhale to bow it down. Fingertips come to the mat. We step one foot back, then the other. Find our plank pose once again. Drop those hips so that there's a nice long line from crown to heel. We inhale in here, and we exhale to lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift it on up to a Bhujangasana. And exhale to bow the forehead towards the mat. Push on up to an all fours position. Knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Hug the navel to the spine, nice length in the back of the neck. Then when you're ready, let's just drop those elbows where the palms were, coming into puppy posture. We're keeping the forearms parallel, fingertips spread nice and wide. Elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. Walk the knees back a couple of inches. Inhale to look forward and exhale to bow the forehead and the chest towards the mat. Take a couple deep breaths here. On your next inhale, we'll slowly rise back up, sliding on through, bringing the pelvis to the mat, coming down into a sphinx. Keep those elbows underneath the shoulders, so adjust as you need to. Really press into the mat with your pubic bone and into the tops of the feet. Push up out of the earth, rising up, finding resistance from the elbows, doming through the upper back body, hugging the navel to the spine. Inhale in here. And exhale, bow the forehead down. Elbows go wide. Bring the palms to being a pillow underneath the forehead and rock out the hips. Then we'll lift the head, the neck, and the shoulders. Reach the fingertips around behind us, interlacing the fingertips behind the tailbone, seeing if we can reach the fingertips down and then away from the tailbone, Lifting the head, the neck, the shoulders. Maybe you lift the feet. Finding a locust version here. Chest, neck, and head are lifted. Shoulders are reaching away from the ears. We inhale in. Exhale, release. Bring the palms underneath the shoulders. Push up to all fours. Bring the big toes to touch. Open the knees as wide as your yoga mat and send the hips back, finding an extended child's pose. Reach those fingertips towards the top edge of the mat. Bow the forehead down towards the earth. Melt the heart. Allow the elbows to become nice and loose, relaxing them down to the earth. On your next inhale, we'll slowly rise on up, sliding the wrists underneath the shoulders. We lean into the right hand. Inhale, lift the left fingertips way, way up, pulling back with that left shoulder. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm goes underneath the right. We bring the left ear to the mat. Finding our twist here, square off in the hips. Find where you'd like to place your hand. Out past the crown. Bringing those left fingertips to the right hip crease. Wherever it's at, breathe nice and deep. On your next inhale, bring that right palm back to the mat. We push up out of that right palm, reach the left fingertips up, 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 and exhale, float them down. Left palm comes to the mat. We lean into that left palm, reach the right fingertips way up and back, pulling back with that right shoulder. And exhale, we thread the needle. Right arm goes underneath the left. We bring the right ear to the mat. Square off the hips and find where we'd like to place that left palm. Breathe nice and deep. Fully present. Starting to wind things down. Coming back down towards the earth. On your next inhale, bring the left palm back to the mat in front of your nose. Then we push up out of the earth, reach those right fingertips back up, up, up. And exhale, float them down to the mat. Swing the legs to one side, any side. Come to a seat and slowly make your way all the way down to your back. When you arrive, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a great big hug here. Maybe you peel the nose up to the knees. Maybe you rock side to side. Really feel the earth rising up to meet you. Beautiful connection. That heart center is really connected. Now you can stay here or you can open the knees as wide as your shoulders. This is option B. Or you can reach the fingertips between the legs, then hold onto the outside of the feet, lifting the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Our knees come to a 90-degree angle and we find ourselves in happy baby. See if you can relax the shoulders down towards the earth, finding a little bit of resistance between the hands and the feet. Maybe you find exquisite stillness here. Maybe you find some juicy movement, any last minute movement that you need to take that feels good in your body. One more breath. Then we'll hug the right knee into the chest and we'll send the left leg out long, bringing the left heel to the mat. You know where we're going. You're going to grab onto that right knee with the left hand, pull that right knee over towards the left side of the mat, reach the right fingertips out beside you. Maybe you look past your right shoulder. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, side out. See if you can relax through the shoulders, relax through the jaw. Close the eyes. Feel the nutrients of your practice beginning to seep into your body. On your next inhale, we'll float that right knee back through center. Give it a big hug, and then we'll switch. Bring the left knee in, Send the right leg out long. Right heel kisses the mat. We grab onto that left knee with the right hand. Pull that left knee over towards the right side of the mat. Reach the left fingertips out long beside us. Maybe we look past that left shoulder. We take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, maybe we side out and completely relax into the mat. Relax those shoulders. Relax the jaw. And as you're ready, we'll reel that left knee back into center. We'll slowly send that left foot out long. Find our Shavasana, palms face up. Tuck the chin into the chest just slightly. Find some length in the back of the neck. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, side out and completely melt into your mat. Let it all go. There's nothing left to do here but surrender. Release any tension in the body, relaxing the hips, relaxing the rib cage, relaxing the knees and the ankles, letting the arms become nice and heavy. Relaxing the jaw and releasing the tongue from the top of the mouth. Feel how this journey has perhaps changed you, what you've learned about yourself along the way, what you've learned about yoga. What you've learned about the goals that you have, the stamina that actually resides within you. You're stronger than you think, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It's been such a pleasure to have you here and such an honor to be your humble guide. As you're ready, let's bring the palms together at the heart. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we'll bring the thumbs to the third eye. The light in me honors, cherishes, and is in awe of the light in you. I'll see you soon, my friends. Namaste.